everybody? Hey, Saint. How you doing? How y'all doing? Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. Oh, we got some couple videos to go over. It is May 2nd, 2026, the year of our Lord. And Malware, I thought you were doing an interview with Candice. That was supposed to happen on April 30th. Job. Been waiting for you all day. Oh, Saint. Shout out to my mods. Yeah, it's taking a minute. I had to do some laundry and stuff like that, clean up, making sure I get a bite. I'll be eating in between this. Ciao. How y'all doing? Happy Saturday to you all. What's going on? Oh my goodness gracious. How you doing, Skeeter? Hi, Mark. How y'all doing? How's the family, honey? Y'all good? Y'all come on in here and hit that like button. I'm toggling between two screens, so I'm trying to catch y'all comments at the same time while I try to get these videos lined up. Coco put out a new video. And then we have another video I wanted to check out. Oh, Lord have mercy. From Hip Hop News Uncensored. And then, yeah, those were the two. What's going on? Y'all good? Happy Saturday. I hope it's nice and sunny where you all are. It's actually nice outside in my area. I'm shocked. Hit the like button, you all. And make sure you guys are hyping up these videos when they're done. At the conclusion of the live stream so they can get up in that algorithm and get all the views. Thank you to all of you all that have provided super chats and cash apps. I appreciate it. Zelle is also an option. I appreciate your financial support here in the LLC. It is greatly needed and used. We got StreamYard, the internet, Xfinity, YouTube subscription, all those expenses that help to push out the great content here that I hope you guys are enjoying. And it's just my pleasure and honor to be able to do that. You guys can be watching any and everyone else, but you choose to watch me and hang out with me here in the LLC. And I have the best mods on YouTube. Never let anybody tell you anything any different. And I am very grateful and appreciative. So hit that like button, you all. I want to get started. I appreciate you guys. Oh, Lord. We've heard the Oompa Loompa talk about how these bandos, since they're not going to be schools, are somehow going to become some sort of AME church or something. He just says dumb things because reasons. One thing he does is come off like a televangelist. But it's almost like he's jealous of the aspect of a televangelist, even though for some reason it's hard. Does he even believe in Christianity? I don't even think he believes in Christianity. So Umar does whatever he can to try to push forward this dumbass scam about opening some school after 14 years of this BS. And it's almost like a matter of desperation at this point. We've seen the tax documents. We've seen the deed, the city website. He barely applies for permits to be done on these bandos. The biggest bando cannot be opened and must stay vacated because of the violation. He doesn't even talk about that. And he continues to beg for people to hit his Cash App and PayPal. 14 years of this crap. So at this point, it's no wonder that he's trying to now weaponize religion. So we're going to be checking that out in Coco's video. And I think I caught a little bit of Rim's video earlier. Just a little bit of it. I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing. So shout out to Rimmer. Shout out to Coco. Shout out to the mods, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Caleb up in here. Ed says, LLC, have you seen Professor Cupcake's 3-part videos breaking down Umar's 6 degrees claims? a few years old, but you'll appreciate it. Who is that? Professor Cupcakes? I've never heard of that person. I haven't seen anything from that channel. I've never heard of him. Professor Cupcakes. I haven't. I have to check them out. Y'all go ahead and everybody speak to everybody. Sweet DJ, how you doing? I see you up in here. Rim just went over part 2 of the Umar interview. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. We want national holidays and PTO. Don't we all? All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's get in on this. All right, so I'm going to start this off with this. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, we're going to start with Dr. Nini first. Just to get a little laugh in, to loosen it all up. And then we're going to go to Hip Hop News Uncensored and then to Coco's video, The Bible versus Umar Jermaine Johnson Shoemaker. I haven't seen Coco's video, so it's going to be my first time watching. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen either of the videos we're going to check out. Well, we're going to check them out. But we got to start this off. Malware. I thought your ass had an interview with Candice. What happened with that? Did she say she was interviewing Candice on April 30th? Oh boy, you know, the lies coming from you, Malware, is just incessant, girl. This damn sea turtle, it's like she just doesn't even try anymore. First of all, I found it to be laughable to begin with. We all knew that she had no interview scheduled with Candace Owens. Girl, she doesn't even know who you are. She must have reached out to Candace, and Candace is like, look here, peasant. I will watch Lady Luck Club, but she, you know, she clowns me out. But I'm not interviewing you, and I don't know who you are. Like you, Malware, Candace cares about likes and views and subs and money. You would not bring her any money. It's just that straightforward. You can feel however you want to feel. Candice certainly does not care about your feelings. She will not sit down and have an interview with someone she does not know. Look at your channel and say, I don't know who is this person. She hangs out. She did a movie about Umar Johnson. Are you kidding? Child. Gary, you have a better shot of getting the interview in with, I don't know, who over there? The president of South Korea. I mean, you literally. Before Candace Owens. And this is so crazy because, I mean, why would you want to interview her? Why? You see what she's saying and doing? This girl is being sued all over the place. Oh, Malware. Bless your heart. Y'all, let's get into this. Shout out to Dr. Nini. She does some funny shorts. I just want to see it.
Please change my battery. I'm begging you.
Oh, Lord. Hey, Juju. So this is the Hip Hop News Uncensored. Exposes everything wrong with Umar Johnson. I'm not calling him doctor. He can kiss my ass. I will not call you Dr. Umar. You understand, Oompa Loompa? I barely like saying his name. I'm certainly not calling him doctor. He's not licensed or certified by any board of psychology. Having a degree does not mean I have to call you doctor. So kick rocks, and I'll leave that to your simps that keep platforming you on their podcast.
I want to throw this one. I'm just looking at this. I'm going to play this real quick. This is by Chopped Tea Podcast, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but your brother's on here, Dr. Umar. Let me hear what he's talking about, man. He's talking about the schools being blocked. Let me see this.
They're blocking our final inspection because they don't like me, right?
Hey, Mindy. How you doing?
All I know is
Papa,
if I keep my faith in the Almighty, that wall gotta fall.
Absolutely.
Because we've come too far.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, when people start getting overwhelmed, as a therapist, as a life coach, I tell people, listen, you're dealing with too much. Drop it all and let's go back to the basics. You, God, and your destiny. Whoever in your life who is blocking, undermining, sabotaging any of that, they got to go, and they got to go right now. You feel me? Empty your phone out right now. But do you want a better life or not? Because you carrying too much dead weight. You got people who are only there to see you fail. See that? And a big problem a lot of us have, especially when you are a giver, and I'm a giver, we tend to put people before ourselves.
Dang.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, he
But you
didn't.
have to know.
Umar, what have you given? This idiot said, I'm a giver. Giver of what? If a migraine counts, then fine. Otherwise, what is he giving? You don't ever hear him giving money out. You don't hear him being a philanthropist, helping people where it's not benefiting him at the end. Just straight out helping people where he gains nothing from it. Yelling in a microphone is not giving anybody anything. When has Umar ever went into a store and bought everybody groceries in the store? When have you ever seen him hand out toys for these, black boys in these neighborhoods where they have single parents? Or low-income communities. When have you ever seen him do a toy drive giveaway? Anything along the lines of being a philanthropist. When have you ever seen him do that? The idea of him even saying that he was trying to give somebody some money and his accounts were frozen was laughable from start to finish. That is a lie he went into when he tried to claim that his accounts were frozen. So when has he ever tried to do anything to actually help people where he's not getting anything out of it? Because we all know he wasn't trying to give anybody any money. He's always begging for money. And he doesn't have a job. So that means he's giving out donor money. But he won't indicate that he gave himself a salary on tax documents. Make it make sense? Shout out to Mindy for the 5 LLC memberships. If you've received the membership, make sure you thank Mindy. Thank you so much for your support, honey. And I appreciate you up here in the LLC. Thank you so much for those 5 LLC memberships. Juju, I see you up in here. Caleb said Umar allegedly gave Mom wear that thick ass shit. Child. He must have put it in her mailbox. Oh man, how you doing, honey? Mindy, I'm doing well. This is gonna be a good day. I'm not even gonna be live all day today. It's awesome. I saw the thumbnail for Candace. Yeah. Oh, we calling her Eustasaurus. Something else. Oh, that's helpful. So let me know where Umar has given away any money or done anything for any community whatsoever. Because I've never seen it. And he's sitting here talking about, I'm constantly giving. I'm a giver. No, he's not. He's selfish as hell. He's a narcissist and a cult leader. He doesn't give shit. He just wants people to believe he does. Why? We already know what a selfish prick like him is. You don't need to lie to people and say you're a giver. You're not a giver. Can't make this up.
A giver, we tend to put people before ourselves.
Dang.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you have to know when the people are worth it or not. Another.
What the fuck is that?
Live reaction.
So now they're blocking the school because they don't like you. Come on, man. Like, first of all, that'd be entirely illegal. Whoever that company, whoever that district, state, they can't just do that because they don't like you. Like I get it. Like it's this big conspiracy. The lawyers trying to stop him, city halls trying to stop him, the Negroes trying to stop him. Everybody's trying to stop this man from opening a school when we have, I don't know if it's hundreds of, but we have a lot of black centered schools around the country, probably at least one in every state. I'll give it that, right? We see brothers all over, the Randalls, the Q Butters, all over, all the time he's been raising money and giving you excuses. They've been teaching black boys and black girls. They've been graduating people, sending them to college, teaching them STEM, teaching them how to do practical things, teaching them how to garden, all the shit that the dream that he sold you guys as people doing it. Take your money and give it to the Randalls. Take your money and give it to the Qs, because these people, for what I see, is transparent. And they're saying, look, this is what we're doing with the money. And this is what we need the money for. I always said I would use that as if I was Umar, I would use that. Yo, I need $1 million to do this. We can't get the computers. We can't get this to do this. And then when we get it, yo, thank y'all. I got it. Here's what we brought with it. Here's what we got left. Here's what we're going to do next. People are going to help you if you're transparent and honest. All this deceptive shit, all this narcissistic shit about oh, you know, the people trying to stop me, dog, you're stalling. Because remember, the school's supposed to open every year for the last at least 8 years. It's supposed to open. I'm gonna push this. This shit, it'll be 2031, and we'll still be talking about it. And you nuts will still be giving him money.
Yep.
I don't know why. It's some type of psych.
Nuts is the key word here. I'll go so far as to say cult members. The Umar Tardians don't care. They're giving the Oompa Loompa their grit money, rent money, mortgage money, light bill, gas bill, water bill money. They don't care. He said, give me all your money. They said, yes, master. And that's it. I'm going to drop my email address in the chat for you, Ed, so you can send me the video link. All right. And I will check them out. There you go, honey. So they already flat out said what needed to be said. Give your money to people that actually have schools that are open and operating. Why give your money to the Oompa Loompa after 14 years when he can't even show you tax returns for FDMG where expenses are outlined, where he can show you how the money is being spent? If he can't tell this to the IRS, why would malware talk about a graphic chart? I ain't gonna lie, family. It was colorful. And it was a graphic chart. I ain't gonna lie, it was well done. It was well put together, you know, had a nice presentation. I don't give a damn about that bullshit. What is he telling the IRS? And why isn't that matching this so-called graphic chart? And you cool with that? You and this black conscious dumbass community is cool with a graphic chart, but you can't read the tax documents to see that he's not listing expenses. You haven't seen receipts of transactions. He doesn't show you vendor invoices or receipts or contracts. When we go on the city's website, we barely see permits. You can't do work on that building the right way without having a permit on file with the city. Umar thinks he's above the rule of law and has the audacity to want to sit around talking about how he's going to have a protest. Yeah, get your ass up there if you want to. So we can all alert the damn mayor and the governor, and they can get the National Guard out there and spray your asses down. For what? You gonna go up there and tear that city up, and for what? We gonna go up there and protest because they won't let us do what we want to do. No, because what you want to do is violate city codes. What you want to do would be a violation of state statutes. The fuck you mean? You want to protest because you know this bando will not pass inspection based on city ordinances, city laws. That's what ordinances and resolutions are. They're pretty much all the same thing. An ordinance or a resolution that's passed is as good as law. You can't go out there and violate their laws, whether it be federal laws, state laws, or city or local laws. You can't go violating their laws and not get buildings up to code according to their city code citations. And then think you're going to pass inspection when you don't even want to show proof that you've applied for a permit for an inspection and requested an actual appointment for an inspection. Both things must be done. Not one or the other. Both. You have to apply for a permit for the inspection. That little application for that permit might be what, $35, $40? And then you have to request an appointment for the inspection with the city. He can't prove that he's done either one of those things. And we certainly didn't see any permit pending for an inspection on the city's website. That is public information. Umar wants to alter reality for people, and we're not going for that bullshit. He spent your money on Cinnabons and whatever else he chooses to indulge himself in. You know, getting his hair sponged and shit. Devontae probably has received more money from donor dollars than anyone else for those hair appointments. Gotta pay him. You know, he's got that apartment up in his high-rise building and everything. You gotta pay for that stuff. Imagine that. The Oompa Loompa doesn't even have his own place to live, but Devontae has a place to stay. Make those hair appointments. Sometimes you gotta pay a little fee up front. Because otherwise, the stylists, how do they secure their, appointments? That's money lost if you don't go to that appointment. And Umar is in need of a sponge. And you want people to believe that somehow it's going to be the city's fault for something he hasn't even tried to do. So he's just out here already pointing the fingers in advance to a city inspector to whom he has not made one damn appointment to have an actual inspection done. Because he's an idiot and a scammer. There is no money to open that bando into a school or to operate it. And if he's a giver, what the hell has he given? Minus the room 130 thing with Devontae. Well, aside from that, what has he given? The hell he giving to people? I don't see people doing videos say, yeah, he gave me and my son a box of school supplies. Umar actually had a event where he was giving away backpacks filled with school supplies and all that stuff for free. You didn't have to buy none of his bullshit or his books or anything. He just gave it away for free. And he gave everybody hot dogs and pizza and popcorn. And no one had to spend a dime on anything. Everything was free. When the hell has Umar done that? Him telling other people, can you find me a community center or a church? That's not you being the most requested. See, when you get a request, you're getting an invite. People want you to come somewhere. You telling people to find you a community center or church where you can come out and speak and yell in the mic does not mean you're requested. He doesn't understand the definition of the word request or invite. No, the Oompa Loompa is infringing upon cities and forcing himself upon communities at a time. They're not asking for him to come out. Why? For him to say the same shit he's been saying for 14 years? That's why I don't even react to all his interviews like that anymore. Unless he says or does something that just needs to be highlighted. I don't even watch the whole thing anymore because I don't care about his politics. I don't care about his views on anything. He can't say anything about what's happening with FDMG. And he knows that most of the stuff that goes on with it, we can look it up on the city's website. If there's any renovations being done, we know there's a permit that must be on file. If there's no permit, he's got some rinky-dink something going on, and it's not going to pass inspection. He can't get insurance for the bando. He can't even get a website for the actual school. Once again, to the Umar Tardians, where's the damn website for the school? He doesn't plan on having kids enroll. How are they going to do that? You can't email him enrollment information. And if you send your child's personal information, date of birth, social, and all this stuff to the Oompa Loompas text message or social media website, you should definitely lose custody. It's a violation of your child's privacy. Their information is protected under federal law, whether it be in a medical facility or an educational institution. Your child's information is protected by federal law. Don't send that idiot your child's damn information. He go out here and go buy a house using the name and date of birth and social of an 8-year-old. And then that child grows up and realizes, oh, I didn't know I was already $250,000 in debt because he's out here getting credit cards in your kids' names. That's how low down the Oompa Loompa is. He one of the ones where he'll open up a credit card, go buy a boat in your kids' names. That's not somebody you give your child's private personal information over to. If he can't even get a website, why in the world should anyone in their right frame of mind with a brain in this reality here on earth take his dumb ass seriously about a school when he has no website? Why should we take that seriously? We don't owe him that. He's a clown. What's going on, Rim? How you doing, honey? Oh, I'm just going in. Enterprise up in here. Oh, the guy interviewing Umar is a sycophantic bootlicker. Yep, that's why I could only watch for so much of it. Oh, God, I was like, all right, yeah, y'all. I had to give up. Enterprise, thank you for the $2 super. Being transparent and honest with me, he's serious. Exactly. What's going on, Rim? Ah, shit. What's up, honey? How's that baby? I saw a baby in a live stream. Oh, the baby. How's the baby? Oh, we love the babies. What's going on? Enterprise with another $2 super. Part 2 of my latest video dropping soon. Hashtag doozy. Okay, we'll be on the lookout for it. Real say I stopped my live the right time. Oh, look at you. Thank you so much for rolling through. Dr. Steve, how you doing, honey? What's going on? I'm trying to make sure I get everybody here. He's not telling his coach why he can't get occupancy. Exactly. And they don't take time to read about how to obtain a certificate of occupancy in the state of Delaware in the city of Wilmington. They don't take the time to Google that. They watch our videos and then say we're, making stuff up because, reading is not fundamental for them at all. And they only believe what their cult leader says. I don't understand why they watch any of us. If you only want to believe what Umar tells you, then why the hell are you watching our videos just to piss yourself off? Because I'm not bothered at all. I sleep peacefully calling Umar Oompa Loompa. God, please. That does not bother me. I could care less about how a cult leader feels. But the Umar Tardians get into these videos and then they get mad because you're showing them facts and information and telling them to read. Like, that's going to break their brain if they have to read something with more than 3 syllables. They don't ask any questions either. So they're just stuck on stupid 24/7. And they choose to be there. They choose to give up their grit money and their rent money and their mortgage money to him. They've been taking care of this grown-ass, oversized child for 15 years. Feeding him and stuffing his face with little Debbie snack cakes. And they choose to do that shit. They could have probably opened schools themselves. For all the money they've given over to Umar the Oompa Loompa, they probably could have had something up and running themselves in 14 years. It does not take 14 years to open a damn school. But that's what the Umar Tardians want you to believe because they're slow. Retarded. Oh, we're here for it. How you doing, Francis? Yeah, shout out to my mods. Emery Ricks, what's going on? How you doing? What's going on? I want to make sure I'm here. My mom put a couple bills in my name when I was a kid. I know it happens. Oh my God. Umar is that type of person where he would do some nonsense like that. Let's get back to this video, y'all.
Coaches that we got, we need some type of a leader, some type of a savior, or something to believe in. And we keep giving money. I always wanted to say hallelujah and start shouting when he started talking. Mm-hmm. He ain't no different. Mm-hmm. He's a Pan-African preacher. That's all he is. Mm-hmm. He's peddling his Pan-African stuff, right? No, he can leave today and be in the church and get rich because he got that persona. He got that whole thing going. He's just using it, aping Marcus Garvey, aping, Kwanzaa Kajufa, aping all these different people, man. Come on, man. If y'all don't see this shit by now, you deserve to be taken for every damn dollar you got.
And it's shocking that a lot of these platforms, and I'm not trying to get on the brothers on these platforms, man, because we all trying to just make it and do our thing, man. And salute to y'all. Y'all had Umar on there, but god damn. Y'all let him word soup y'all to death about that shit, talking about some yes and shook your head and actually believe that shit. Listen, and why is it, I just got questions. Why is it always to when he's sitting behind a microphone and it's asked about it, do we hear all these new hurdles that come about? We never gets on there. I've never seen a one-time walk the hallways of this ready to be expected school, ready to go. Mm-hmm. Never seen him walk the hallways and go, hey, look, we're ready to go. Delaware's stopping us. Come on, people. You know what I mean? Here's my gym. Here's the cafeteria. Here's the bus loop. Here's all. Never does any of that. And when I see Umar and I look at his personality and I see him in the car running his mouth or on these platforms running his mouth or at a paid event running his mouth, you can't tell me that his personality, if in fact all of this was done and ready, that we would have not seen it a million times over to put the pressure on these people to get this school open. Look what I did. Ha ha. Look what I did. We don't see any of that. I guarantee you, if y'all walked into school, there would be no electric. There'd be no running fucking water.
Yeah.
Them old ass Berenstein Bear books would still be laying all over the ground. That shit has not been touched. It has not been touched. It has not been inspected because it's nowhere close to being ready to inspect. I challenge you to take my words and call bullshit on it by showing us how it's ready to move. I guarantee you he won't. It'll be more word soup and more nonsense and more brothers hating and this person and donate and all this shit. I'm going to go a step further. That money's gone. That money is gone. And not a cent of it went into actually taking care of the infrastructure of that school. Did he use a couple dollars to buy the building? I'm sure that he did. How else would he get it? Nope. Did he put a penny into it? Did he?
K12 bought it. That is available to the public. I have a copy of the deed. I don't understand why these people aren't even looking. Just ask for a copy of the damn deed. You will see who bought the bandos. The most he paid is $10 for a title transfer of some sort to an LLC he's not the registered agent for. We went over that information. He owes annual reports to the state of Pennsylvania for the actual LLC itself. So how is he doing business under this FDMG LLC once again? He can't prove he has any rights to do business under that. And he's not even compliant with the actual LLC itself. This dude telling the truth. He said flat out, this man has spent the money. And every time someone challenges him to go throughout the actual bando, because there's only one, and give a tour to see what is done and what's open, what the hell he do? He went in one classroom and just cleaned 30 desks off. Who the hell want to see that shit? No one asked to see that. Umar, no one asked to see you clean off 30 desks in one classroom. What about the rest of the classrooms? Where's the cafeteria? Do you still have all your clothes and shoes in the gym? What does this so-called teacher's lounge look like? Perhaps go back to the bathrooms and let's see if the toilets still look the same. Don't think that he's not allowing people to stay in those bandos, by the way. He's done it before. He's allowed a whole grown man to live in the bando, promising him money to have it fixed up with no permit. That means that this man was not approved by the city to do shit in that bando. The only reason why he won is because he had text messages where Umar agreed to give him $3,000. But he was never given a permit with the city to do anything. So what are we talking about? The bulk of any work done by somebody that was considered homeless, that lived in the bando, with no license, no certificate. And yet Umar thinks that, he did something major. No, he didn't. Umar did not buy the bandos. K-12 management, now known as Stride Inc., bought it. That is on the damn deeds. And I wish these podcasters would simply at least look that shit up or go on the City of Wilmington's website, put in the parcel ID numbers, and you will see who purchased the bandos. You cannot get those bandos for $10. That is all that is documented, that FDMG LLC paid $10 for a title transfer. K-12 management bought the bandos. Umar didn't pay for shit. He didn't even put that on the taxes. What are we talking about? You don't have to believe something. You can just read and Google it. Where do we see that on the tax documents? He doesn't even have expenses broken down. He does not have evidence that he bought the bandos or reimbursed for them or paid for them at all. If he can't even break down those expenses on tax documents to the IRS, where the hell is everybody getting this bullshit from? Show me the documents where he paid $400,000 for that bando. I want to see that receipt. It better be a real transaction of a purchase of that building. Where are those documents? Because the deed doesn't say that. See, sometimes you just got to pull things up and pop out and show. Sit here and reading is fundamental, y'all. Fundamental. Reading is fundamental. Because I'm perplexed. I'm perplexed as to why anyone thinks that he bought something. Why give him that credit? He didn't do that shit. What did he buy? What did he buy? Where's that receipt? That's all I'm saying. Where's the receipt where he bought something? Because I don't see that. Here's the deed right here. Because, this must be done, I guess. I believe something. Listen, you don't have to believe anything. You can just read. Reading is fundamental. Where do you want to see on here? He bought some. What does that say? K-12 Delaware RELLC. They bought that. $10 for the deed. What properties is on sale for $10? This doesn't say that FDMG is the original owner and purchaser of this property. What you see is this deed being exchanged between K-12 Delaware RELLC and Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy, Inc., a corporation of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. That corporation being behind on its annual reports and having had zero activity since 2014. We just looked that up in the last live stream. That's what we were looking at. The registration information for the corporation itself, for the FDMG. Where he's not listed as a principal agent or registered agent, nothing and nobody. This whole incorporation is its own entity. Umar is not the owner of it. And even if he's supposed to be managing the affairs related to it, he's not doing that because he's behind on annual reports. So according to the state of Pennsylvania, his ass is non-compliant. So what the hell are we talking about? Witness that the said party of the first part for and in consideration of the sum of $10.00 and other good and valuable consideration, lawful money of the U.S. of America, the receipt whereof is hereby acknowledged, hereby grant and convey unto the said party of the second part. This is the first part. This is the second part. That's the second. Y'all see that? K12 Delaware RE LLC, a Delaware Limited Liability Company, party of the first part is accepting $10 from party of the second part under Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey, RBG International Leadership. Let me zoom in. Academy, Inc., a corporation of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, party of the second part. So the first part is accepting this $10 from the second part. Its successors and assigns in fee simple, and then you see the address of 610, and then it describes that property, and then here's the address for 611. And you have the prospective parcel ID numbers underneath it. 028 is the bigger bando. That's the one that as of 2020, the city of Wilmington said, get this up to code or vacate it. It's deemed unsafe and not fit for human habitation. So he can't even open that one. Well, what do you know? You could buy a building for $10. Y'all see the amount? So you know he's not buying the building from them. No, this $10 is like a transfer fee. Where's the receipt that Umar gave $400,000 or $700,000 or $750,000 or $500,000? I don't give a damn. Anything beyond $10. Where's that receipt that he gave that to K12? Because they bought the bandos. Where's that receipt at? Why do people have to believe he paid money towards these bandos? Based on what receipt? Where is the proof of transaction that the Oompa Loompa bought a building? Because he ain't bought shit. This is the deed. This is the deed right here. You can get a copy from the city of Wilmington. This is the deed. Where is that transaction? Of anything of $400,000, we'll start with the smallest amount, $400,000. In which Umar Johnson, Jermaine Shoemake, and FDMG LLC purchased either of these bandos with this parcel ID number at 610 East 17th Street or 611 East 17th Street with the parcel ID number ending in 027. Where's that transaction? He just says it over and over again and people believe it because he says it. But that doesn't mean he actually did that. Imagine if you raise $700,000 and he can't even show proof in any documentation, including a deed itself, or the IRS tax documents for FDMG that he actually purchased these bandos for any amount of money aside from this $10 you see for this damn transfer fee. Then that means he spent that money on what the hell he wanted to spend it on. And it never went towards the purchase of a bando. As opposed to people trying to give him the benefit of the doubt of something that can be proven in documentation. Why not just ask him to produce the damn transaction receipt? Why not just say, hey, if you bought these bandos, can you provide a transaction of this? Because Lady Luck Club is sitting here, boy, she's clowning your ass out. You ain't bought shit. Where's the receipt? You have a receipt with that amount where you paid that amount for these properties with these parcel ID numbers that connects to these addresses. You got the address and the parcel ID number. Where's your receipt that you gave anybody $400,000, whether it's the city or back to K-12 Management, K-12 Delaware RE LLC, $400,000 for this parcel ID and this address and this parcel ID and this address? Where's that receipt of that transaction? Why is that so hard to ask his ass? Umar, I know you listening, you dumbass. And these might be big words that I'm using. Here's where you're going to have to sit down and read a book and start with the dictionary. Transaction, receipt, purchase, parcel, property. You might want to define those terms so that you can't pretend to be stupid. When you're asked, can you provide a transaction or a receipt as proof of payment that you bought these two bandos with these parcel ID numbers from the city of Wilmington or from K-12? Can you do that right now? Because, I mean, that's the only way we're going to believe this. Otherwise, the deed says otherwise. You bought nothing. And you gave them $10 for a title transfer. That's not $400,000. So let's say he spent $400,000. We're only seeing $10 and zero over $100. That's $10.00. Where's the remaining $390,000 at? No, $399,990. Is that it? $399,990. Yeah, where's the remaining balance of that money? This is $10. Y'all let me know if my math is off. $399,990. That should be what's left. What we doing? Umar has been lying all these years and he can't produce one transaction. Kid just said Umar spent the money on FDMG, all right. Fish, donuts, mayo, and gum. Oh, man. We got to add a letter in there for loan shark. Ma, where you say he got loan sharks, that means he got a loan. You could at least given us the name of a loan shark company. That's not Juju. He has none. He wasted that money. Y'all, he spent $400,000 essentially on bullshit. Trying to say it's up in assets now. Well, how? Tax year 2024 tax statement for FDMG. He has assets listed as property in the amount of $634,436. He just took 634 and flipped it around to 436, and that was the total amount. No expenses, no receipts, no breakdown on how he arrived at that number. Just random numbers he's throwing on these tax documents that's going to the IRS. And the conscious community are too afraid to call him out on this shit and say, you've been lying for 14 years. Where is that $400,000 at? You bought a bando. You said it cost you this. Did you buy it? Did you spend that money? Where's the receipt? I would have a receipt of a purchase that big. I mean, think about it. How often does he make a purchase of $400,000? How often does the average reasonable person purchase something for $400,000? You go make a purchase like that, you're keeping the deed, you got the receipt, you're going to take a photo of it. You're not going to have that just sitting on the wayside because that's not something you do every day. That's a highly unusual purchase. One of which I will have lots and lots of documentation to prove I made this damn purchase. That might be a once in a lifetime purchase for me. If I were to be blessed with $400,000, I'm buying a house and that's it. But I'm going to have all of the documentation and proof to show that I purchased this home. It's that simple. That's not something you lose. You don't lose that receipt for a $400,000 purchase. Where is the receipt or proof of transaction of this purchase from Umar Johnson to the city of Wilmington or to K-12? Where is that at? Until he produces it, his ass is lied. He has bought nothing. He spent $10. And that's nowhere near $400,000. So Lewis said you got some explaining to do. You need to explain where the rest of this money at, you dumb oompa loompa. Because, we going over the taxes. I told y'all. Some people going to catch it from me if I don't see that $68,600 on there either. Because you really trying to play in our faces with that. And what you cannot do is defy math. Let's get back to it.
You put a penny into investing, not painting a fucking red, green, and black rock and putting FDMG on the side of spray paint. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually investing to have an actual plan in place to open that school to actually educate young black boys. I challenge all of it. And I dare somebody to call us a hater and all this stuff in the comments to actually show us some tangible proof that that school is anywhere close to being open. You show me some tangible proof of him investing a single penny in that school. A fucking mop and a dustpan and did actual work in there. I promise you he didn't. Challenge you.
Right.
Let's see.
And the thing is like, yo, hold on. Like, if you got a school that's ready to be inspected, they're able to come out and inspect it. It doesn't matter. Listen to this nigga like this. Like, he really think they are. These people living their lives. They probably know of him.
Yeah.
Everybody's not sitting around watching this dude on his Instagram live all day and shit. It's a school.
Shout out to Enterprise for the $5 super. Thank you so much, honey. It says 10 rough-in inspections, 5 categories must be passed before final inspection for certificate of occupancy. Newcastle County Code for the tardiness. There you go. Because reading is fundamental, and we do that here in the Lady Luck Club. I don't play those bullshit games with Umar. I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt that he bought shit. For what? Oh, I believe he bought it. Based on what? When we gonna see that receipt? He didn't buy anything. He gave up $10. I'm sorry, 700,000 is significantly greater than $10. And yet he can't show that he got an application for a permit that may cost him all of $35, $40. And the most he paid for a permit was like $200 or $300. He could raise that in one day and actually show a receipt for that. That's how foolish he is. But yet it's still, he wants people to believe he bought these bandos. And that one inspector from Jamaica or somebody is somehow stopping him. No, he's not. And the more he keeps saying that, the more he keeps inciting violence towards this person. And I said flat out, Umar, you will be reported to the feds if you have any harm brought upon this person. No one cares about how you feel. Stop lying on this man and stop accusing him of holding up anything with a bando you know you will not open. You dumb fuck. You're going to get this man hurt. The hell is wrong with you? But he sit here and talk about black people and the black race and the black community and the black and black. While he attacks a black man, falsely and wrongly accuses him of blocking him from getting a certificate of occupancy when his ass has not applied for an inspection, nor has he even requested an inspection. Booked an appointment for an inspection. You can't make this stuff up. You're going to get that man hurt. All because he's lying and scamming people and he just doesn't want to stop grifting. Get your ass a job, Umar. Take your bum ass to Popeyes and go fill out an application. Shout out to you, Enterprise, for the $5 super. Thank you so much, honey. Child, Umar gonna get this man hurt.
It got to be inspected. That's my job. I'm going to go inspect it. It's something that he's hiding. Something's not all the way done. Something was halfway done. Something's being, because it's like he's giving himself excuses every step of the way. Oh, the plumbing company, the lawyers, the HVAC, now it's the City Hall, the IRS. It's all the
blah, blah, blah.
Negroes online. It's always something. He puts obstacles in his own way. So, I mean, it's a shame, bro, because we could have had such a great relationship with him, man. And it's just a shame, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna move off that one, man, for time's sake anyway. I'm gonna finish this last one. Then we'll knock this sports one. I'll get up out of here real quick, man. Finish this other topic next week. So I don't know if you've seen, man, Wallow put out a sneaker.
Okay, so that was the end of that one. But I'm glad they said that. Thank goodness. Because these other grown-ass men simping for Umar is disgusting. And they want people to respect them as men. I find that hard to do. I don't owe Umar the benefit of the doubt. I'm not giving him credit for something he can't prove. No one owes him that. And it's like, no one has to simp for him. To be fair is to demand documentation. That's all I'm going to do over here. I'm not going to be fair and just say he's doing this or that. I don't give a shit about him cleaning off no desk. When he's doing this under some form of deception and he's intentionally deceiving the public, misleading the public, and giving false information to the public and to his donors, to people who've given his ass some money so he can buy a meal. I can't respect that as a man. I can't respect him being a man. For what? His simpleton ass doesn't want to work. And yet, he puts on tax documents that he does 60 hours of work a week on average at these bandos, one of which cannot be opened. No, my father was a real man, a great man who worked, who's an entrepreneur, who went out, built up clients, built up a business, took care of me, and I didn't have to ask. My mother didn't have to ask him for anything. It was him calling saying, she good? Baby girl got what she need. The hell you mean? Umar wants people to respect and adore him. For what? And you got these grown-ass men simping for him in podcasts for views. Here goes your manhood. So don't get mad when people start clowning you like the chump you are when you're simping for Umar, an unemployed piece of shit who didn't take care of his own kids. Oh, Umar, you've had such an impact in my child's life. Did he now? Oh, it's funny how he don't take care of his own. Y'all, we're going to get to it. The main event. The Bible versus Umar Jermaine Johnson shoemate from Kogo. Shout out to Kogo and Miss Kogo. Make sure you guys go and support. Check out this video. I'm going to drop the video link in the chat. You guys go show them some support. Check out the great content. All right, let's get a comment in. Shout out to you, S5s. I see you up in here, honey. Shout out to all my Majua. How you doing? Juju says these people that interview him never ask him to bring receipts. They just take his word. The host should bring the receipts too and question mark. They should. And the worst that they have to fear is him getting up and walking off and saying, "Oh, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to answer that." You don't get to dictate what we talk about on my podcast. So you can answer these questions and get your ass on. And the thing is, they pay him to come on their show because they think they're going to earn back the money in their views. Now, that's why I don't sit here and entertain those podcasts. I don't give them a view like that because they're simping for him and they won't ask him anything, and he says nothing of value. Aside from anything going on with this school, I don't really care what Umar has to say or what he thinks about anything. He's unemployed. Who gives a fuck? And he willfully unemployed. It's not like he out here looking for a job or something where he's, I respect stay-at-home dads more than I do him. Greatly more than I do him. He even take care of his own kids. What are we doing? Umar literally has no excuse to be anything other than a bum. But he chooses to be one. And he wants an entire community, a whole race of people to sit here and take care of his ass. For what? We don't owe you shit. If we got to work and earn money to take care of our families, to pay our bills, and to buy our grits and pancakes and whatever else, why do you think we owe you that money? We're not working to take care of your slob ass. I don't work to take care, give Umar my money for what? I owe him nothing. But if the Umar Tardians want to keep doing that dumb crap, as opposed to just like looking at the last 15 years of their lives and saying, you know what, all this money we've been giving to Umar, we could have just bought 2 or 3 pieces of property by now. What the hell? Could have built the school 3 times over at least. LeBron James did it from the ground up. And even if he put some of his money into it, he's still surrounding himself with a team of people who are competent, licensed, and certified in their fields to help bring that to fruition. I did a whole analysis on it. It's in the Umar Johnson playlist. You can't make this stuff up, man. Let's see here. Woki Mosabi says, it's hard to call it a coincidence when an entity pops up at the exact same time. Hotep Pinocchio was out here claiming he bought those buildings. The timing lines up a little too perfectly. Yeah. And he didn't buy it. It's on the city website. It shows the purchase and the amount. And that K12 Management LLC bought them. It's now called Stride Inc. But at the time the bandos were purchased, it's on the city of Wilmington's website. It says K12 Management. And it gives you the amount for the bandos. The purchase amount. So if he had bought them, his name would have been next to the sale amount or the purchase amount on the city's website. Because that's it. That's public information. This deed here, you might have to pay for like a copy of it, but this is public information. Anybody can request a copy of the deed. I think there's a small fee for it, but it's still public information. They're not going to if you pay for it, they're going to give you a copy of it. Shout out to Lenny Honor. He emailed me a copy. But all this information is with the city. So I always challenge the Umar Tardians. I dare you to fact check me. Get this information from the city of Wilmington, and you'll see for yourself that Umar didn't buy shit. K12 Management bought those bandos. That's bottom line. That's not something you can't change and alter that because there's evidence and documentation to prove that. What I'm not willing to do is go to some alternate reality where the Umar Tardian's minds have gone to try to believe that up and down and left is not right and the sky is purple and not blue. I'm not willing to go into their fantasy land. They'll twist reality just to suit their narrative so that they don't feel stupid about being scammed. People get scammed all the time. Don't wallow in that. Just realize I've been giving a scammer money for 14 years and it's time to stop. That's it. Let me stop giving this idiot my money. Let me put this on my own kids in my own household. It's so crazy. Like, man. So I challenged him to do it. Well, Kimo Sabe asked LSU, who are the people behind the entity that popped up in Delaware in 2019, calling itself the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Leadership Academy, because the name is not filed under Umar Johnson. Exactly. I don't see a name. I don't see a principal agent or registered agent for that actual corporation on the state's website for Pennsylvania. I didn't see any name for any person that registered it. Whoever did I would have to look at the actual application, to which I could not see off the website. I don't know if that's something I would have to request separately, but there is nothing on the website, nothing online showing you a registered principal agent or a registered agent that represents the entity itself. No attorney on file that represents it, nothing. So I can only say that he may have done the application, but he's not listed as the registered agent or the principal agent. So I have no idea who manages the corporation and any documents, any business dealing with that, because they owe annual reports. They're not compliant. It's the corporate entity itself is not even compliant with the state of Pennsylvania with the annual reports that they're required to file every year. They haven't filed anything since 2014. We're in the year of our Lord 2026. It has been 12 years and not one annual report has been filed. That is the problem. So Umar is just, it's like he got this shell LLC, like a shell company. Let me do stuff underneath this LLC so I can open a bank account and then claim accounts are frozen, have people send cash apps and PayPals under the guise of this FDMG LLC, while he still has no real connections or ties to it. Because if he were truly the principal agent for it, I would be able to see that on BizPedia or something. It will have his information listed. It's not even, no one's listed. That's what's so crazy. He doesn't have an attorney because that's public information. There's nothing listed. That's why I keep telling people that this LLC, it's like he's using it like a shell company. It's just a shell company for him. He said, "Oh, come on, let's see, schools take time, plus he's back." Child, you know, he's treating it like it's an MLM scam. Yeah. Jermaine gets the same type of people that MLM scams get. Yep. This is unfortunate. Let's see here. Southern Breeze, what's going on? I'm so sick of him trying to make everyone African. It's insane. I know, right? My whole genealogy is American, everybody. Ain't nobody standing Umar. He says that stuff to try to weaponize, race and ethnicity. It's like, let me make people feel bad for not giving me money, because we black and they shouldn't say anything bad about me. You don't go sit your ass down, Umar. You're not our cult leader. Get the hell on somewhere. Oompa loompa. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to get into Coco? We're gonna get into this, and this is gonna be the video we do for today because I got another live to get to at 6. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hit that like button. Shout out to Coco and Miss Coco. Let's get to it. Hit the phone when you can hear.
My pastor, Pastor Dan DeBell, tells us to look to the scripture and see what the Bible has to say about this world. And he read a scripture in church last week that I think all God-fearing Umar Johnson supporters need to hear about this man who claims to be Black Jesus, the Black Messiah. 2 Timothy, verse 3 through 3:9 states, "But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves."
Stop asking me to debate people who are not my equal. But please don't test my intellectual gangster. Gotta put a little smell good on. I might run into some revolutionary queens who need a picture. I might run into some revolutionary queens who need a picture from King Kong. Y'all know how that go. My lips was a little ashy, ladies. I got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice. Because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, Ninja. Don't play at me. Don't test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend, who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. If I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother, if I roll up on your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who living with you because she got to, not because she want to. Do she want that lunch date with the doctor? Do your wifey want that lunch date with the doctor? I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut cocoa brown with the North Philly beard. You ain't Leo King. Ninja. You ain't Pan-Africanist #1. Nobody flying you to every continent to hear what you got to say. Only me. Don't make me take my t-shirt off and turn into King Kong right now. Don't make me beat my chest. Don't make me beat my chest. King Kong. Stop playing. Look at that melanin. Look at the melanin. Where the sun at? Look at that melanin. Look at the melanin drip. Son of the sun. I'm the S-O-N of the S-U-N. I'm the S-O-N of the S-U-N. I'm the S-O-N of the S-U-N. Oh, yes. You talking about boy bye. Why you on the feed? You know you lusting for King Kong. She talking about boy bye. Why you on the feed? You know you lusting for King Kong. You would have never even been here.
He hasn't even brushed his damn teeth. You dumb bum. The audacity of him to think that he could take somebody's wife and then try to size up another man. Umar, I dare you to say that to a real man that's married. Just wherever. Go up on the, just walk up on a married couple and say, I can take your wife out on a date right now. I don't have a job and she's going to have to pay, but whatever. See how fast that dude won't whoop your ass. That's what he needed. He needs his ass whooped. These men need to stop simping for him and start whooping his ass a little bit. That's the kind of stuff that gets you dragged down in the middle of the street. And then people just start wailing on you. That's how that happens. You can't just walk up to a real man and just say, I'm just take your wife and she's going to give me $500 for a romance scam date. And there's nothing you can say about it. What you say to me, boy? Buck at him and he the type where he going to just run to his car and call 911. Yeah, these men out here they're trying to attack me and assault me. They might even be trying to kill me because, I said I would take their wives on a $500 date. But she paying me, like I'm a pimp or prostitute. And then they got mad because, I challenged them in their manhood. What the hell is wrong with him? And the audacity to think people want you. You're unemployed. You have nowhere to live. You're a deadbeat father. No one wants that except the chicken head. Only chicken heads wants the king cluck. That's it. They're the ones that want somebody like this. A chicken head that doesn't have the common sense God gave a billy goat. Only a chicken head would get a clucking for this idiot. You kidding me?
You would have never even been here if my Marcus Garvey melanin didn't attract your ass to my page. You would have never even been here if my Marcus Garvey melanin didn't attract your ass to the page. Stop denying yourself what you know you love, sister. Stop denying yourself what you know you love, sister. If you on this page, you got some kind of love for me. It might not be romantic, it might be political. It might not be political, it might be spiritual. It might not be spiritual, it might be social. But if you on this page, you got some love for me. So stop denying yourself, sister.
Jessica.
I am that I am, sister. I'm the prince of this
the
time.
devil is
I am
a
the
liar.
prophet, the living son of God for the Black Revolution. Stop.
Did he just say I am that I am? You dumb demon.
Denying yourself, sister. I am that I am, sister. I'm the prince.
You said that. I am that I am. You out of your damn mind? Boy, if you don't return to hell where you belong. Only God can say something like that. And you've died on a cross for no one. You've created nothing. And even with your procreation, you still exiled yourself from their lives and did not want to be a part of their lives. And women actually believe like this. Oh, this is, oh, he's so strong and so smart. Let me give him my check for my rent. This man is professing himself to be I am that I am. He and the devil are both a liar. Are you kidding me? Boy, this is one sick bastard.
Of this time, I am the prophet, the living son of God for the Black
Oh
Revolution.
my God.
Stop
No, you're
denying
not.
yourself the truth.
You idiot. We don't want you. Africa can have
Lovers of money.
So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars, brothers and sisters, hit the paypal.me/FDMG school. I'm not interested in people. I'm interested in donors, brother. The only thing missing from my equation is enough funds to complete the task. That's it. That's it. The school is not open yet because I don't have enough funds to do it that way. If you learned something today, hit your PayPal for Black boys. It's time to decorate the school. If you learned something today, hit your PayPal for Black boys. It's time to decorate the school. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Did you make a donation to my school? Oh, not yet. Bye. Click. Donations. The Prince of Pan-Africanism is back.
That is so gross. God, that's gross.
Showing love to all my donors. Yes, and donate to the school. $FDMG school on your Cash App. 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 We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. So please, brothers and sisters, give what you can. Don't be lazy. $FDMG school. Don't be lazy. $FDMG school. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20.
Boastful. Proud.
I'm probably the most influential and accomplished Black school psychologist in American history. Not probably, I am. I am. If you got a child in special ed, they've been ADHD, conduct disorder, I'm the person you came to. I've been doing this work for over 20 years. My name is etched in stone. There is no such thing as I just woke up and heard about you. You're going to get some people like that, but most of our people know who I am because I help them save their kids or their children went to my school. I didn't just wake up yesterday. People know who I am. I got the books, I got the articles, I got the resume. If you're not in the conscious community, you know who I am. I don't belong to the conscious community. I belong to the African race. I'm the most requested Black scholar in the world, hands down. I know what my ancestors sent me here to do, and I'm going to do it. It ain't no mistake that I got 6 degrees and still got my damn pants sagging. I'm still swagging, and I got all the degrees at a white university. You ain't never seen nobody come like me in front of your ass with the truth, with a white man's education, but still loving his Black woman to death. You ain't never seen it.
You don't question me and what the hell I do. Who helping your kids like me? Who keeping them out of special ed like me? Who keeping them off of ADHD like me? Who testing them? Who making them mentally gifted? Who at the prison? Who at the court? Who working with the lawyers? Don't nobody back up what the hell they say like me. Don't you ever question my ass again.
Abusive, disobedient to their parents.
What is your issue with your father?
You can't make this stuff up. This idiot went on a rant because someone questioned him. This is why holding him accountable is so daunting. You had people cheering that bullshit on. They out here cheering this stuff on. Like you saying something so profound. What you mean? How are you spending other people's money? Why do you keep reporting zero revenue and $0 expenses on these tax returns? Why are you using FDMG LLC like a shell company? Just moving money around. You know what that is? Oompa loompa. Money launder. Moving account money from one account to another account to try to hide money from the government. You don't pay taxes. Further in the scheme, you already got these pyramid schemes on your website with these tiered packages. It's like these high yield investment packages, except you get nothing in return. He's just expecting you to donate to him every month. Why you get nothing in return? You can't even get a tax statement, a breakdown of how your money has been spent in the last 12 months. You can't even get that. And these dumb goons are sitting here cheering this bullshit on.
The court, who working with the lawyers? Don't nobody back up what the hell they say like me. Don't you ever question my
You
ass
don't back
again.
shit up.
Abusive, disobedient to their parents.
What is your issue with your father? And do you think it's a generational curse? I don't think it's a generational curse. I already told you what my issue is with my father. He went behind my back to spend time with my baby girl.
There
He
you
didn't go
go.
so far as to take pictures with her. And he also has been on the internet multiple times for multiple years, not too long ago, helping my enemies destroy my character and assassinating me and telling people to call the police if they think I stole the school money. You know what my issues are with my father. Why are you asking? You already know. And let me tell you something about your grandpa.
You should go to jail.
There you
Because
go.
you told the
You should go to, listen, if he's stealing money, yes, they should report it to the local authorities, to the FBI, the IRS, report it everywhere. Department of Education, I don't care. Pick some. The sheriffs, whatever. Report it everywhere. This is the only way his ass gonna learn. What we doing? We don't owe him anything. That's what he wants to be mad about. How dare you all report me for not telling you how I'm spending your money? How dare you think you're supposed to get away with the bullshit? Everybody's not in this punk ass black conscious community either. They don't want to do a damn thing. Oh, we're just gonna sit down and talk to Umar. We're not gonna sue. Oh, okay. So y'all have no way legally to hold him accountable. So go sit your asses down and let our judicial branch of government intervene. The hell we doing? You want to live in our country, but you want to sit here and shit on our judicial branch of government. Make it make sense? So when it's time to take his ass to court, you don't want to sue him. You want to talk to him. Why it's been 14 years and he can't give you a tax statement. The hell we doing? He lies against documentation that you can look up on the City of Wilmington's website. He lies incessantly about buying a bando. But when you ask him, hey, present the receipt. I want to see that proof of payment. You spent $400,000 on these bandos. I want to see the documentation on that because it's funny how the amount keeps changing. One conversation is $400,000 and another one was $600,000, another was $700,000. He over there with Jamar. Oh, we don't have enough to do what we need to do, but he can't tell you what he needs. And these morons see nothing wrong with that. Why they still don't file a lawsuit against him and take his ass to court? When the hell is that going to happen? When are the donors, whether you're in this Black conscious community or not, when are donors going to start suing him? Because that's the only way you're going to get anything out of this. Get the federal government involved, and then they can create a fund, disgorgement fund or fair fund of some sort to help people recover. Something, you got to bring awareness to this. And you can't do it by yourselves because it's not fucking working. One or two people thinking they can talk about Umar, it's not getting anything done. He's still a free man. He's not in jail. He's not being sued. He hasn't been charged. So it's not effective. That's what baffles me about when you have people trying to keep others from talking about Umar. If you're not saying what they want you to say, get the fuck out of here. Nothing you're doing is effective right now. He's still a free man and still raising money despite a cease and desist order. Why is there no motion for him to be held in contempt of that order again? Because you have people that are not even challenging the agency that issued the cease and desist order in the first place to take this to the court of law and have him held in contempt of the order. That's how that shit works. But that cease and desist order is still in effect. Did y'all know that? Commonwealth of Pennsylvania told him, stop raising money for this bum-ass scam in our state. And he still doesn't. And in order for that agency to hold him accountable, they would have to actually file a petition for contempt of that cease and desist order and take his ass to court. That takes public pressure at this point because obviously they're not smart enough to do it on their own. No one should be scared of Oompa Loompa. He's unemployed. His cult following are dumber than he is. Are you kidding? And you got a whole conscious community that aren't so conscious when it comes to matters of law because they think that if you sue him, somehow that's going to mess with incarceration rates. He's not going to go to prison from a civil proceeding. That's not how that works. But even if you don't fall underneath this conscious community and you still gave him money and you want to know what the hell is going on, get a class action going for real and sue him. Don't let malware sit here and control that narrative. Sue his ass. She don't want to do it because she would have if she wanted to. Sue him. People scared to take him to court. Unbelievable. But this is the dumb shit he's saying. This is why he feels entitled. This is why he's emboldened. He doesn't believe anybody is going to do anything to him and that he's not going to suffer any consequence whatsoever.
People that your Grandpop Johnson, my biological father. You said he reached out to you. I don't know why Grandpop Johnson reached out to you because Grandpop Johnson knows I don't like him being in contact with you without my permission. Grandpop Johnson had no business reaching out to you because Grandpop Johnson knows I don't mess with him
what the hell
and I don't want him in contact with my children. One day I'm coming home from work and my brother is there.
Work?
And my father's youngest son says to me, his oldest son, my father's youngest son says to me, his oldest son, he said, Abu was over your baby mama house. And we was raised Muslim. So in Islam, Abu means daddy, right? And so Grandpop Johnson, Uncle Johnson, Auntie Smurf, Grandmom Smurf get with Mama Smurf. And they arranged for my father behind my back. This is how scandalous your mother is. This is how scandalous your mother is. This is how scandalous your mother is. Grandpa Johnson and Uncle Johnson gets with Auntie Smurf. They get Grandma Smurf, and they arrange with Mama Smurf to see Dr. Umar's baby behind my back without me not being allowed to see my own child.
You mean not being alive? Are you dead? He said, without me being allowed to see my own child. There's a reason why a judge said you cannot go see her. That's not their fault. They're relatives. They still have, as long as the mother, you know, the one that gave birth, says it's okay, they can go see her. There's no restraining or protection order against them. A judge issued that against you. Now, the question is, why? Why did a judge say that you cannot go around this child? Because the judge said you can't go around the child. If you were such a good person and you was doing things the right way, a judge would not grant such an order to keep you away from your child just based on what someone says. Contrary to popular belief. So he must have done something horrible for a judge to say you cannot be around this kid. And if you are, it's supervised. But yet it's still, this is the idiot complaining about something like this when he shouldn't have a problem with someone spending time with his child. Why does he have an issue with his father spending time with his daughter? Whatever you did for the judge to tell you, Umar, that you can't go around unless those visitations are supervised, you need to fix that situation and stop blaming everybody else. You overgrown Swiss roll. That's not your father's fault for your failure. And whatever you did to F that situation up to where your visitations are supervised, you need to correct it. And then go back to court and get a new order where you can have unsupervised visitation. You want everybody else to not see the kid because you can't? That has nothing to do with them. You got grandparents out here that are going to court for grandparents' custody rights, that have visitation with their grandchildren. Why would you not want her to see her family? You need to fix your situation. Fix your situation, and then that way you can have unsupervised visitation with your child. Until then, get your ass on somewhere and get over it. That's not an act of betrayal. How dare they go over here and see my child without me? You can't go. Your visitation has to be supervised, you dumbass. He's sitting up in here having an issue, like he crying like a little brat over something he can't control. The judge said your visitations are supervised, not your father's. So this little baby want to be around her granddad. Why should she be restrained from her grandparents, her aunts, and anybody else? They should be able to go see her and spend time with her whenever the hell they want. As long as the mother says it's cool, you have nothing to do with that. And a judge in a court of law will tell you that too. The judge will say the same thing. Sir, we don't care how you feel about that. If the mother is okay with your father and your siblings and whomever else going out there to see the baby, that is her right, and they can go see her. You're the one with the supervised visitation. Get your ass over it. Whatever the court told you to do to regain unsupervised visitation is what the hell you need to do. This same clown does not involve himself in his other kids' lives. And this is his complaint. I can't believe my father wanted to see my baby. I can't believe you having a problem with this shit. This is the stuff he complains about here. But you got grown men looking up to him, sipping after his ass. The fuck we doing? Oh my God. What's going on, Tavares? How you doing, honey? Miss Coco, you up in here? I see you. 1974 benefactor said 2,000 people will hit you $1. You good in the hood. Oh, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button coming in. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. This shit here, I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Tavares? Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's just hope these girls at that college don't end up like that other young lady caring for his mother. I know, right? That girl, didn't she say she dropped out of school? Ugh.
Elders
We're
got
almost done.
together. Isn't that the African way? I guess it is.
Sweating.
I guess it is. Without your son's permission, that's not the African way. Your son can't see his child, but you over there.
No, you can't see your child because a judge said you can't. That has nothing to do with your father. That is not your father's fault. That is all your fault. I'm staring at the man in the mirror. Oompa Loompa, it's time for you to look at yourself in the mirror. Put some toothpaste on a toothbrush and brush your teeth. Wash your face. Shave. Take a bath. Clean up your life. And go to court and do whatever you need to do to have unrestricted visitation with your daughter. That is all on you. You getting mad at everybody else for some BS you did? What's wrong with you? Can't make this stuff up. And he's sitting here talking about, oh, he didn't ask for my permission. He doesn't need it. In case you didn't know, certain states have grandparents clauses when it comes to visitation as well. I don't know what the law is in Pennsylvania, but he might not even need your permission. That's so crazy about this. I have to look at the grandparents clause for visitation in the state of Pennsylvania. He might not even need it, but he doesn't need your permission either way, with or without the state law. Because the mother said he can come out and see her. You can't stop that. What you gonna do? Go over there and stand in front of the door? Boy, bye. Go have a seat. Have several seats.
Your son can't see his child, but you over there. Your son can't see his child, but you over there. And then my brother tells me he got pictures with my daughter in his living room. What the? What?
You can just go.
What? How in the hell did Grandpop Johnson get pictures with my daughter and I can't even see my own daughter? I was born Jermaine Shoemake anyway. I'm good. I was born Jermaine Shoemake anyway. I'm good. But anyway, brothers and sisters, one of the reasons I don't mess with my father.
Since he asked the question, the judge told him that he could only have supervised visitation. His father is not subjected to that visitation plan. So his father, the baby's grandfather, can go see her whenever he wants. If the mother is willing to let him come by and see the baby, he can. Why is the brother instigating this bullshit? I don't know. Legally, that's not a problem in a court of law. Unless there is a restraining protection order against the father from the baby, he can go see her. The end. Umar kick rocks, kiss our ass.
And I'm going to say this to you, Grandpa Johnson, since you've been all over the internet slandering me with my enemies.
How's that slander? Slander is provable false statements. Is it not true that a judge issued a supervised visitation for you in a court order? Where's the slander? See, when you use terms that you can't define, you use them out of context because you have no idea what they mean. Slander is provable false statements. Aside from him having his opinion of you, where's the evidence to prove that he needs your permission to go see his granddaughter? is it not true that there is an order where a judge signs saying that you have supervised visitation of your child? But you won't tell people why a judge ordered you to supervise visitation. You would have had to have done something absolutely heinous to lose that type of visitation to where you can't just be with your own kids on your own free will. It has to be supervised. You an idiot. And he's mad at his father for seeing his daughter?
You've been all over the internet. Now, you chilled out the last couple years, and I respect you for that. But nobody's father should be on the internet slandering their son with their enemies. Nobody's father should be on the internet.
No one's slandering you if it's not false. It's not provably false. It's not slander. You're a slob. And you look as if you have not brushed your teeth in many days. People have the right to their opinion of you. Get your bum ass on somewhere. Is this a belt he's sitting here carrying over his shoulder? Crying like a child? Sounds like a 14-year-old. Mom, they're picking on me. Look out of here.
Internet slandering their son with their enemies. Nobody's father should be on the internet slandering their son with his enemies. You spent time with my daughter behind my back. You got close with my enemies slandering me on the internet behind my back. I'm going to respectfully ask you, sir, stay the fuck out of my life and away from my children. I'm not going to tell you no more. I don't mess with
you can go see your grandchildren as much as you want. The Oompa Loompa cannot do anything to you, and if he does, have his ass locked the fuck up. The hell wrong with him? You are not above our laws, Umar. You don't get to dictate your father going to see his granddaughter. He is not restrained by a court order from any court of law. You mad because he went out there to see her without you. That's your gripe. Get the out of here and go somewhere and sit the hell down and get a job. Won't you do a resume? Fill out some applications. That's what your bum ass needs to be doing. What's his father's name? To whomever Umar's father is, go see your granddaughter. And dare him to stop you. I dare you to stop me. That way I can take your ass back to court for violating the order that the judge issued against your dumb ass. The hell wrong with you? He could have just put all your court documents out there if he really wanted to. You mean?
With you. I do not mess with you. Stay out my life. Stay away from my children. I'm not going to tell your ass no more.
Ungrateful.
So far, we raised $250,000.
Hey, Larry.
I'm gracious, but I'm not
Hey, Angie.
content because I know y'all got a lot more to give me than some $250,000.
I need you.
When Darren Wilson killed Michael Brown, white folks gave him $300,000 in 3 weeks for his defense.
Yes, lost.
And Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to build a state-of-the-art school for black boys that y'all all know I need.
Minnie.
And after 6 months, I only got $250,000.
Okay.
Trifling ass black people. I'm going to call it like I say it. And I don't care if you get offended. We can handle that outside. It don't make no sense. But y'all sure call me up when the school's messing with your son. Did you make a donation to my school? Oh, not yet. Bye. Click. That's the new Umar. You want some help with your son? Did I get a donation? No, I want to hear that. Mail the donation, then you call me back, and then I'll help you with your son. But you're not going to use me to fight white folks when your son shouldn't even have to put up with them in the first place. I need everybody in here to come up with a dollar amount that you can afford to mail every month, and you mail it. I don't care if it's $10, $20, $50. You come up with what you can afford, and you send me that. I'm getting sick and tired of getting texts on my cell phone for black folk talking about I've donated, like they done. Texas. You gave me $25 damn and you think you free now. We got to raise $2 million. Your ass ain't done. I better get some more and some more and some more and some more until we hit the goal, brothers and sisters.
Unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous.
Gotta make sure I don't catch a loosey goosey. But
Here he
I'm
go.
kidding. But ladies, stop showing off all your assets. All right. Now back to the brothers. Brothers, when a woman does something you do not like, tell her to her face. Check her. Sometimes women need to be checked. Check them.
Look at this bullshit. Hold on. His advice for women was stop showing off all your assets. That's it. Not if a man says something that you don't like, check him. Tell him to his face, get your ass a job and stop expecting me to feed you all my snack cakes. Oh no, that's all the advice he had for the women. You see why God may have kept him out of his children's lives? Because he sucks. It seems like they're better off without him. I can only imagine how they would have turned out if he would have actually been there every day and then just been the asshole he is here. And deadbeat. Because he don't work. This idiot just said, stop showing up all your assets. All right, now back to the men. Get all in this female face. If you don't like what she said, get in her face and check her, put her in place. You might have to backhand her, punch her in the gut. What the f is wrong with him? To the women, stop showing off all your assets. Stop looking. Maybe it's someone is fully clothed. You still just looking at her, staring at her while she walk away. That's all he had to say about giving black women advice. And they eat this shit up. Yeah, Umar said I need to stop showing off all my assets. Like he gives a damn. But where is he at when his daughters need him the most? Sitting here telling men to check a female and get in their face and tell her like it is. Would you be okay with a man doing that to your daughter, Umar? He probably wouldn't care. Umar would not give two damns.
Brothers, when a woman does something you do not like, tell her to her face. Check her. Sometimes women need to be checked. Check them. Check them. I've had to do it.
Here we
I've
go.
had to do it. I had to say, listen, you come to my lecture event, you sit your ass down and you enjoy the lecture. Okay? Don't be floating around here like you Mrs. Umar, because I ain't chose you yet. This is my stage. This ain't your stage. This is mine. Sit your ass down, enjoy the lecture. You start doing shit to bring attention to you, you cut, because I don't need that. I'm the superstar. You're the supporting cast. Play your damn role. Sit down. Sometimes you got to check. Brothers, you got to check a woman. She's yelling at you. Whoa. Check them. Check them. Excuse me. With all due respect, check her. I've often had to check women. Check her. Sometimes you got to check. Babe, that's a nice outfit, but we going to pick up report cards. That shit is inappropriate. Yeah. Handle that. And you know what else I need black men to stop doing? You know what else I need black men to start doing? Stop the back and forth and shit. Use a man. Ain't no back and forth. Tell her what you don't like. Tell her how you would like her to handle it. And then if she don't, tell her what the consequences is if you don't. That's it. Handle your shit like a boss. Handle that shit like a boss. Keep your damn mouth shut. Next time, your ass is cut. I'm the superstar. You the supporting cast. Try to become a superstar on my back, and I'm going to straighten it, and your ass going to slide on down to the ground. Don't play yourself. Brothers, you got to check them sometimes. All right? That's right.
Slide on down to the ground.
Let him know you's a man.
So like you telling men to hit the women. You saying shut your damn mouth, you cussing and all that. Why he didn't go this hard on the female advice? A man come for you and try to put their hand on you. Kick him hard in the dank. Put on a steel toe boot and go for it. Left nut, right nut, pick a nut. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Just be effective. Like he didn't say any of that. Anybody try to, use your credit cards to buy gas, ask them why they're unemployed. Like, avoid men who don't want to get jobs. All they want to do is tell you some dumb idea they have, but they don't want to go to work for it. We should avoid those at all costs. This is absolutely insane. And yet, when it comes to the women, I'll check her. You're the superstar. Tell her next time, shut your damn mouth. Make sure she slides down to the ground. How is she supposed to slide down to the ground? Handle her like a boss. It sounds like an abuser.
A boss. Keep your damn mouth shut. Next time, your ass is cut. I'm the superstar. You the supporting cast. Try to become a superstar on my back, and I'm going to straighten it, and your ass going to slide on down to the ground. Don't play yourself. Brothers, you got to check them sometimes.
Your ass going to slide on down to the ground. I'm going to straighten it, and your ass
slide on down to the ground.
Going to slide on down to the ground. That sounds like you trying to attack a female right there. So you're telling grown-ass men to put their hands on a woman because your bitch ass can't seem to be a man yourself? So he's advocating for men to hit women? How you going to straighten somebody out for them to slide down to the ground? That's not a euphemism. It's not funny. It's not a joke. It's like he's calling for men to put their hands on a female because he's a bitch. So his punk ass goes around and he's physically and mentally and emotionally abusive. And he's encouraging other men to do the same thing. Become whole simps. Where they will most certainly end up in jail. Any woman that he's ever put his hands on should have his ass locked up. What are they doing?
Don't play yourself. Brothers, you got to check them sometimes. All right?
This is dangerous.
That's right. Let her know you's a man. You will not disrespect me. Check them respectfully. You feel me, fellas? Handle your shit like a boss. But her odor, her vaginal odor is not healthy. What should I do?
Tell her. The hell?
What you mean? Tell her. If you don't tell her, it may get so bad that people outside begin to smell it. You don't want nobody smelling your woman, talking about your woman.
Oh my God. Why is this a topic? You can't make this up. Of all the things that he could be commenting on right now. No, it's the older thing from her private part. What if Umar's butthole is leaking? What should we do? Other than buying him man-sized diapers. All those visits to Hyde Park. You getting your ass straightened out. It's having a grotesque effect. We might be able to smell you coming from around the corner. I mean, Umar, you want to see him be a bitch, we'll treat you like one. And he gets mad when people talk about him going to Hyde Park, messing with transgender women. What's wrong? What the is wrong with him? Y'all hear this? This is the advice he's giving out to alleged men. And these simps put him on their podcast. And they don't care that he said this nonsense. They don't have any problem with this bullshit.
Tell it, babe. And you ain't got to be rude or nothing. Okay? You ain't got to say this shit smell like 10 dead bodies in the fridge. But you got a nice little scent down there that might be a sign that something ain't kosher. I need you to go handle that. It's when that woman
You can't make this up.
After gummy bearing my Shango stick, that woman
Hey, philosophy.
took off her underwear, and I'm telling you, brothers and sisters,
Oh
when
my
she
God.
took her underwear off, brothers and sisters, she smelled like something crawled up inside of her and died. She smelled like an old fish tank. You ever smell a fish tank that somebody ain't cleaned in like 2 years? They got goldfish in there, they got all kind of fish, and it ain't been cleaned in years. That's what she smelled like when she took off those funky ass drawers. Her drawers were so old and so funky that I thought it was a wife beater. That's how stretched out her drawers was. Her drawers were so old and so funky, I thought her underwear was a slingshot. That woman smelled like a dead cow mixed with sour milk and menstruated underwear that was found in a funky alleyway. I lie to you not. She is so acidic. Her yoni-verse is so acidic. She needs a baptism. She needs a deep cleanse. She needs an exorcism. I think she got demons living in that bat cave.
Without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God.
Where my queens at? Where my beautiful, single, all natural hair, all natural body, butter almond queens at? Where my mixed race, vanilla chocolate queens? Where my cinnamon queens and my fudge queens and my maple syrup queens and my cocoa butter complected queens with the all natural hair?
What this got to do with opening up a school for black boys? Anyway.
From head to toe, brothers and sisters, where they at? Where the queens at? Where the queens at? And you said, is she single? Of course not. She belonged to me. Peace and
They said Umar just went live at Binghamton College, did a video scouting out the younger women. Beware, ladies. Remember, the young lady said Umar asked her to find him a 5'5" thick in the thighs at her college. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Here we go.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is Dr. Umar Ifatunde looking for the thick, curvy, sexy Kansas City, Missouri queen with the pretty eyes and the soft lips and the cute little nose and that crazy head. Hit me back. Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is Dr. Umar
College student. These are college kids. College kids. There's no way. But that little 20-something-year-old, did y'all really think he was taking that serious? That wasn't a serious relationship. What I don't understand is why he let this random 20-something-year-old just go out there and take care of his mother all of a sudden. But he keeps her away from his own siblings, her other children. He would rather a stranger off the internet take care of his mother than to let his own siblings go and see her without pulling out weapons on them. To which, honestly, they should not be afraid of that. They should just come out there with the police. We want to see our mother. This dumb idiot is crazy. He has a weapon in there. And if he pulls his out, we need you all to pull y'all's out. Then. Because one thing he is afraid of the police, and he's afraid to go to jail. He's also afraid of lawsuits. Like, this is unbelievable. He's talking about kids. 5'5" thicker than thigh with the keep nose. A college kid? So you're talking about girls between the ages of 18 and 22, 23 at best. Don't you have daughters that are younger than that? Hell, he has a daughter older than that. Why are you looking for college kids? Never mind, you get you a 40-something-year-old that says, listen, you going to live up in here, you got to work. Pay half the bills, you got to step up. You want to be the lead and be the man? You got to be the man. You can't just demand that level of respect and you don't want to help pay rent. Fuck we doing?
Batunde looking for the thick, curvy, sexy Kansas City, Missouri
25.
queen
Lord
with
have
the
mercy.
pretty eyes and the soft lips and the cute little nose and that crazy
Hey, G,
head.
how you doing,
Hit me
honey?
back.
Okay, on three, everybody say at ease, my queen. 1, 2, 3. At ease, my queen.
So silly.
Thank you, Dr. Omar.
This is so disgusting.
Dr. Omar, what do you got to say to the queen? Yeah,
I want to say shout out to all the beautiful African queens of Binghamton University, the Caribbean queens, the American queens, the Canadian queens, the Latino African.
Can all y'all please keep y'all children away from this nasty ass bastard? Where are their parents? Hopefully they've seen this video and say, we are. Hopefully they got dads and their fathers called them and said, keep your ass away from Umar Johnson. He's not a real man. That nasty bastard is twice your age. He don't even take care of his own kids that are older or younger than you. He don't do nothing for y'all. He's just gonna take advantage of y'all. He just wants y'all bodies. Go sit down somewhere. Don't you have an exam to pass? A thesis paper to turn in? Look out of here.
African queens, all African women. If it ain't-
This is why he got supervised
Shout out to the
visitation.
West African women,
This nasty shit.
the South African women. Shout out to my Ghanaian. Shout out to my Nigerian African. Shout out to my Ghanaian African. Welcome to the principal's office. Welcome to the principal's office. Welcome to the principal's office. Ladies, you must behave in this school or you will be called to the principal's office and you will be paddled with the RBG paddle.
What the hell?
The Bible says, but mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. Of these people, the Bible says, have nothing to do with such people. Again, have nothing to do with such people. They are the kind who worm their way into homes and gain control over gullible women who are loaded down with sins, are swayed by all kinds of evil desires, always learning, but never able to come to a knowledge of the truth.
But he's the one who has the phone, but it's not me.
Oh. The only live. We on?
I think.
I think we are. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You good?
6 people just joined. Yep.
Okay. So we good. Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is Dr. Umar Johnson. I am live in South Jersey, and today I'm going to be conducting my very first live Black parent consultation. The reason we're doing this live is we want to give you guys an opportunity to learn about some of the issues that we're having in school, public, parochial, charter, and independent school, as it relates to protecting our children. Although most of the time we're talking about saving our sons, tonight we're going to be talking about saving one of our daughters, one of our beautiful Black princesses. So tonight's consult is going to focus on one of our young ladies. This is not a therapy session. That is not a psychological evaluation. And we want to thank the mom, the mother, our sister, the queen here.
Because he's not
for being
licensed or
gracious
certified
enough.
to do that. He's not licensed or certified to give therapy or psychological assessments of any sort in any state in the United States of America. This shit could have been done over Zoom. Why is he there in person? This is coming from the miscreant that did not help raise his own daughters. One of which is tried to reach out to him on social media. That stated that her own father was after her, sent goons after her. And he's sitting here trying to help somebody else's daughter?
To let you guys in her home to hear this conversation in hopes that if there's some other black parents out there going through the same thing that she's going through, you'll be able to learn about some strategies, some techniques, some laws, and some steps that you can take to help protect your children as she's learning to protect hers. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Good evening. How you doing today, young lady?
Good, Dr. Umar Johnson.
All right.
Somebody said, please.
Now you can't be talking because you taping. Okay. Now tell me a little bit about.
See that? And they go over the little girl's paperwork, all talks about all her business and what she's dealing with and all this other stuff. This goes on for 57 minutes and 12 seconds. And the whole time, little girl is holding the phone. Absolutely diabolical.
This was so good. Well done, Kogo. Well done. Keep it coming. Oh, man. Make sure you guys go check this out. The Bible versus Umar Jermaine Johnson Shoemaker. This was awesome. I enjoyed this. And he should definitely have more views on this. So make sure you guys go support Kogo. If I can get one of the YouTube the mods to drop his YouTube channel link in the chat, I would appreciate that. That's all I have for this one, you all. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And you think that of all the information out there, as long as Umar has been scamming people, you think you've seen it all. What I love about this is that you have content creators having a creative way of still putting this information together and presenting it in an entirely new and different format and creating more dialogue and discussion about this. Kogo took the word of God and put Umar against the word of God. So that, all those who walk around here talking about you're a Christian and all can see what the word of God has to say about this. I wouldn't, whether you're a Christian or not, no person in their right frame of mind should want Umar to be left alone with their 22-year-old daughter. When his ass is mad at his father for going to see his child, that his father has every right to go and see and visit. No court has restrained him from seeing his own granddaughter. His name is Jamal Shoemaker. Jamal Shoemaker, if you're listening, go and see your granddaughters. Spend time with them. Develop a relationship with them. Umar Oompa Loompa does not have to be involved. No court has any protection or restraining order against you. And if he gets mad, tell him to get a job and to go on somewhere and mind his business. He's never cared all this time. Why should he start now? It's crazy. So, thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of you all. Oh, let's see. I want to make sure I got all the supers in. Shout out to Enterprise Entertainment. Can we get his YouTube channel link dropped in the chat as well? Enterprise Entertainment. Drop your YouTube channel link in the chat. As well as Kogo. Make sure you guys go and support them. This was fantastic. Please, please, please make sure you keep it coming, Kogo. We appreciate it. You and Miss Kogo, you guys are awesome. Hopefully they're doing okay. I haven't seen them in a couple days. Jamal Johnson. That's his name, Jamal. I thought I want to say Jamal Shoemaker. Jamal Johnson. Sorry about that. Jamal Johnson, if you're listening, go spend time with your grandchildren. Don't worry about the Oompa Loompa. He's a clown. As said, he talks all this African village and elders. This yet mad his dad wanted to see his granddaughter. Absolutely ridiculous. Exactly. Miss Coco was here yesterday. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So his father's name is Jamal Johnson. Ah, I see. I got you. Okay. Okay. 18, 19-year-old girl. Exactly. At the college. There you go. There is the YouTube channel link for Coco. And Enterprise, as always, you can drop your YouTube channel link in the chat. This was well done. I like how he put this video together. Oh my God. He's not even licensed. I know, right? Check your email. Okay, I will. After I go live, I'll check it this evening. And I know Ed wanted me to check out a another content creator that did a piece on Umar. So we'll check that out. Because y'all know I can't deal with his I can't deal with Umar's interviews. I cannot watch another grown man just sit and simp for Umar. It's so stupid. They paying him to be there, and they don't even want to ask him questions about why you want to apply for a certificate of occupancy. You can't make this up. So this is Enterprise YouTube channel link as well. Shout out to him sending in the supers and for all the support. Thank you, Mindy, for the memberships. You guys, we got to get to our Candice live. If you can, tune in and join me. If not, I will see you all in the next Umar live stream. Thank y'all so much and have a great evening. Until then, Lady Luck Club is out. Deuces.